News Talk 610 AM and 102.1 FM. KVNU.
It's now 4:05 on this Thursday afternoon as we begin KVNU's For the People show. I'm Will Feelwright with our top story. Well, a judge has approved 2 motions restricting media and public access to graphic and protected evidence in the capital murder trial of a man accused of killing 2 police officers last summer in Box Elder County. Ryan Michael Bate, who faces the death penalty for the August shooting deaths of Tremont and Garland police officer Eric Estrada and Sergeant Lee Sorensen, appeared in court yesterday. Now, Judge Spencer Walsh ruled to prohibit media live streaming, recording, or broadcasting of sensitive evidence, which would include body-worn camera footage, autopsy photos, and victim identifying information. Now, a second approved motion restricts public access to the same graphic materials to protect witnesses and grieving families from unnecessary emotional trauma. Now, attorneys noted, though, that the courtroom still remains open to the press and public for lawful news reporting. Turning to other news, a 44-year-old pilot died Tuesday night after his single-engine aircraft crashed in Box Elder County, according to authorities. Now, officials with the Box Elder County Sheriff's Office and the Utah Department of Public Safety located the wreckage Wednesday. Now, the pilot, whose identity is being withheld pending notification of family, was pronounced dead at the scene. Now, the Federal Aviation Administration identified the aircraft as a Cessna Skyhawk 172S. It's a fixed-wing, single-engine plane that had taken off from Salt Lake City's International Airport just before 10:30 Tuesday night. Now, it was last tracked in the air near Ogden before crashing. Now, flight records indicate that the aircraft was registered to a Salt Lake City company called CSA Aircraft Leasing. Now, the National Transportation Safety Board is leading an investigation now into what caused that crash. And finally, a Roy man was sentenced yesterday to 15 years in federal prison for distributing counterfeit pills that had caused a fatal fentanyl overdose. Now, Cullen Anthony Bullen, a 39-year-old, pleaded guilty back on April 10th to distribution of fentanyl. Now, a federal judge had ordered Bullen to serve 180 months in prison yesterday, followed by 5 years of supervised release and pay nearly $10,000 in restitution to the victim's family. Now, Bullen admitted to selling between 20 and 30 pills that were stamped M30 back in December of 2023. Now, he later acknowledged suspecting that the pills were counterfeit because they were unusually shiny and crisp, but he sold them as roxycodone anyway. Now, the buyer was found dead the next day. Bullen has a history of drug convictions that date all the way back to 2009. Now, the case had been investigated by both the DEA and the Tremont and Garland Police Department. Well, your weather forecast through the rest of the afternoon. Temperatures have been staying in the high 80s today. Now, tonight will drop to around 57, then be back into the low 90s tomorrow as we'll continue to see a mix of clouds and smoke, haze, and some sunshine all the way through tomorrow afternoon. But then tomorrow night, we'll start to see this storm come in. It's going to bring a chance of some rain, thunderstorms, and some much cooler weather coming for Saturday and Sunday, as temperatures on Saturday will be right around the mid-70s and then mid-60s for Sunday. It'll start to warm back up for next week. And weather this hour brought to you by Whole Tree Care. Did you know they can handle all of your tree and shrub needs, from emergency cleanup to stump grinding and routine maintenance? Whole Tree Care is who Cache Valley calls for all their tree removal and maintenance needs. 760-6587, or you can also get more information by visiting their website, wholetreecare.com. And KVNU News Time is now 4:08 as we begin KVNU's For the People show next with Jason Williams and Charlie Schill. I'll be back with another check of local news coming up at the bottom of the hour. Will Feelwright for KVNU News.
My friend John Hansen at the Duct Hunter has constantly educated you about the need for ductwork cleaning in your home. But what about your cabin or summer home outside the valley? You need that home's ductwork cleaned too. With high pollen counts in the mountains, dust always in the wind, and road construction ever present, the old adage of out of sight, out of mind is bad. Give the Duct Hunter a call at 770-4813 to clean out those dirty ducts in your summer home.
We are the Duct Hunter. Breathe better, save money, protect your home.
News Talk KVNU.
Look, let's clear something up. IV therapy, hormones, peptides, ozone, this isn't about luxury wellness. It's about function. This is Dr. Josh Red with Red River Health and Wellness, and we're expanding our services to include these advanced therapies that support how your body actually works. Low energy, inflammation, hormones, recovery, immune health. These treatments are used intentionally with medical oversight and integrated into our existing approach to whole body care. If you're tired of quick fixes and vague answers, this is something different. This is about supporting your health at a deeper level so you can feel better, think clear, and live stronger. Red River Health and Wellness, because your health deserves more than guesswork. Learn more or schedule a consultation at redriverhealthandwellness.com.
Call Red River Health and Wellness at 855-55-RIVER.
Call Red River today.
KVNU's For the People with Jason Williams and Bill Walter.
And it is Utah known as the fraud capital of the world. Not because we have more people committing fraud, but because we have so many people falling for it.
Going beneath the headlines and connecting you to the newsmakers.
The radio is a great way to get the word out to a lot of people in an emergency. So we thank you for your help and being a partner with us.
For the People on News Talk KVNU, 610 AM, 102.1 FM, online at 610kvnu.com, and on the KVNU mobile app.
Welcome to KVNU's For the People. It is Thursday, June 25th. I'm Jason Williams. Thank you for joining us. Got a lot to talk about today. Cache County Council earlier this week passed a moratorium, a 6-month pause on any data center proposals, though there aren't any here in Cache County. And there's some misinformation spreading about this, mainly outside of Cache Valley. And Sandy Goodlander, chair of the Cache County Council, is joining us later on in the show to clear up some of this misinformation, what the moratorium actually means and doesn't mean. You can also read Charlie Schill's story on the vote that happened Tuesday night at CacheValleyDaily.com. Speaking of Charlie Schill, it is Thursday. It is 4 o'clock. It's time for this week's For the People Theater Hour. And, we always joke that Charlie's weekends are pretty full, but as we start the show today...
I'm already tired.
Charlie's already had a big theater day here in Cache Valley before 4 o'clock.
2 shows, matinees at the Utah Theater, and then back again to the Eccles tonight for Pirates of Penzance.
Oh, so you're doing all of that in one day. Wow.
Do I have any choice?
I was going to say, if you're going to get it all in, you don't really have a choice, do you?
I mean, tomorrow and also tonight, Come From Away opens for the Lyric. Tomorrow I'm going to see that as a matinee, and then 1776 in the evening.
That opens
tomorrow
Friday night as well. Wow. That is... Hey, at least you got both Pickleville shows out of the way, right?
It's going to be lots of fun.
That is a lot. It's looking at the calendar ahead of the show today, I was just thinking, oh, wow. I don't know. You would have to schedule carefully to get, as Charlie has, to get to all of this. But so this afternoon you saw the
Scalia, Ginsberg, and trial by jury.
This is probably the biggest risk Utah Festival Opera took with their lineup this year.
I don't think so.
You don't think this one is?
Somehow or other, Derek Wang, who is the composer of Scalia Ginsberg, has taken about 50 years' worth of judicial philosophy, jammed it into an hour of stage time, put it to music, and it works.
It shouldn't.
It shouldn't. No, it's beyond me, but it works. It helps that you've got tremendous voices on that stage.
Sure. Now this is kind of 2 shows, right?
Well, no, it's
wrapped as one.
It's one show. Now the first hour is Scalia Ginsberg. The second hour is about a 35-minute one act by Gilbert and Sullivan.
Oh, okay.
That has been updated from the 1890s to modern times.
Is that one that old? I didn't know. I didn't realize that. 1890s. That's perfectly in sync.
That's the whole time when the Savoy Theater, run by Richard Doyley Cart, was producing Gilbert and Sullivan's shows.
Oh, okay.
And the I don't know. It might be the early 1910s. Who knows? But it needed to be significantly updated to allow the show to go on. But it's
a lot has happened since then, right?
It is so cute. I mean, you've got the jury over on this side, and they are not at all unbiased. And then you got the media over on that side, and
obviously not unbiased.
They are just wild.
That is, and this is kind of if I understand it right, this is kind of a play also on that famous friendship that these two had, despite being ideological opposites.
Oh, Scalia Ginsberg?
Yeah. They were always on the opposite side with the voting, but they were in life good friends. And
but this goes back to the good old days when two jurists could disagree violently.
Yeah.
And then go home and have a drink with each other.
That was,
those days are over.
I was going to say, I wonder if that happens anymore at all.
If it did.
Oh, scandal.
No one would admit to it. Oh, my God. You've got to be ideologically. You've got to be pure, baby.
You'd be. One side or another would label you a traitor to the cause.
Oh, yeah.
If you were even friendly with.
There'd be death threats and social media and you name it.
I think that's why, as we celebrate the 250th birthday of the country, I think it's cool that Utah Festival Opera decided to include, and this is one of two that they have that are America themed.
Yeah.
And I think I feel like it was acknowledging, this celebration that's happened this year.
Well, the interesting thing is you've got Scalia Ginsberg, which is preaching peace.
Yeah.
And then you have 1776, which is violent as hell.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's a war.
I want a war. Give me a war. Blah, blah, blah. To some extent, there's some echoes of the current situation.
I'd never thought of that. There are some similar themes playing out. Interesting. This is one, like I say, it feels like it shouldn't work. Charlie says it very much does. And ticket sales are showing that.
The place is jammed.
Yeah, people are not afraid to take a little risk on this one. And really with Utah Festival Opera, you're never taking much of a risk. For the most part, if they put it together, you're not going to regret the expense or the time to be there in the seat. This is very cool stuff. And now this opened
today.
Today was the first show, this matinee.
Yeah.
Okay. And then it plays, I won't list them all. It plays a lot for the next little bit.
I think there's a matinee on June 30th, and then there's one on the 29th and the 6th of July.
Okay. This is, we had a question from a listener before the show started. Maybe this is a good time to squeeze it in quick before we go to the first break. A listener wanted to know why the schedule for Charlie and the Chocolate Factory is kind of scattered everywhere. It's not really scattered. It's just not a straight, 10-day run for this second go round.
Well, you got to understand
there's some spaces
that they're using the cast from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory all over the place.
Yeah.
In Come From Away, which starts tomorrow or starts tonight. So those performers, they don't run the Lyric doesn't compete with itself.
Yeah.
There's one show each night or one show in the afternoon, and that's what they're doing. They're not competing with themselves. So when they pull a performer out of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory and put them into Come From Away, that show doesn't go up again until they're available again to perform. It's a juggling act.
That's and honestly, that's I think part of why it is. Listener used the word scattered, but
it's repertory. That's the way it works.
Yeah, and they have. I remember when we spoke with Hanson Johns, he mentioned he was so he plays Charlie Bucket, main character in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. He's also an understudy on I think Come From Away, which means learning the entire role.
And he's probably an understudy in Forever Plaid as well.
Sure. And so that's a lot of work. But the full schedule, it does seem a little scattered, but for Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, you have matinees at 1 o'clock today. You've actually missed the matinee today. Another on Saturday at 1. And then it's back for evening shows July 2nd, 8th, 17th, and 29th. They restarted the show on June 18th and had 3 nights there. And then, again, a matinee today and a matinee on Saturday. And then July 2nd, 8th, 17th, and 29th, evening shows at 7:30 p.m.
And the idea is...
Scattered in between Forever Plaid.
And the idea is that traditionally the Lyric opens one show a week.
Yeah.
Usually on a Friday or a Thursday.
And that's... to do these shows utilizing the same cast as much as you can, yeah. I mean, the scheduling on that alone is... yeah. I forgot they're throwing The Outsider in there, too, in the mix of all this. That is wild. All right. For the People Theater Hour with Charlie Schill underway here, and we'll be back with plenty to talk about, to say the least, right after this.
News Talk 610 AM, 102.1 FM, KVNU.
Here's Chad, the lawn doctor, with a tip for your lawn.
Just a couple tips for this summer for a healthier lawn. Raise your lawnmower blade a notch or two. Longer grass helps conserve water and fight against stress. Double check your sprinkler coverage and watering times. Then call the lawn doctor to put down a grub preventative and to try our popular new 2-service soil enrichment program.
Fertilizer, weed, and pest control. Call the lawn doctor at 753-LAWN or go to lawndoctor.com.
Tired of that patch of dirt you call a patio? Ready to impress the neighbors and your in-laws? Introducing you, the Weekend Warrior. Thanks to Cast-A-Light Tile and Masonry. With easy-to-install outdoor pavers and expert advice, you'll go from, I have no idea what I'm doing, to check out my backyard oasis in no time. They'll teach you how to do it right without the head-scratching or YouTube rabbit holes. Cast-A-Light. Go where the pros go. And now, where you go too.
Northern Utah, this is attorney Jace Allen, and thank you for voting the Allies Law Firm Gold winner in 5 categories of the best of Northern Utah, including estate planning, family law, criminal defense, personal injury, and best law firm overall. Whether you need help protecting your family, navigating divorce, defending your rights, or pursuing justice after an injury, our team is here to help. From all of us at the Allies Law Firm, thank you for your support and your vote. The Allies Law Firm. We plan, we fight, you win.
On the next Handle on the Law.
How about this? What if I run for president and I say I'm the best one, and I have a radio station and I talk to millions of people? So, Tim, by the way, I still don't know how to spell your name because I don't care. I'm running for president. Here's how to spell my name. How?
Saturday afternoons from 1 to 4 on News Talk KVNU, 610 AM and 102.1 FM, the voice of Northern Utah.
Welcome back to the For the People Theater Hour with Charlie Schill here in the studio. And Charlie, I just noticed this. Stefan Espinoza, on top of everything he's doing already for Utah Festival Opera and the Lyric, playing Wonka in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, I forgot he was doing the Gutenberg the Musical 2-man show. He's giving up his July 4th to do this. They have a matinee at the Black Box on July 4th at 1 p.m. That's impressive dedication there. And if you ever, Black Box was a small theater. If you want to go to see something in the Black Box and not have to get there so early to fight for a seat, July 4th might be a good day to do that. Oh, wow.
Buy tickets early.
He's doing it twice on July 4th, 1 p.m. and 7:30 p.m. We got to talk to Stefan. He needs a break before he... I'm worried about the guy burning out. But at the same time, getting to do Ginsberg the musical with Richie Call, that's got to be fun for both of them. So, I mentioned it. They also have The Outsider. This is this is at the Kane Lyric Theater. This is a small cast, but a big story with some pretty timely comedy regarding politics and campaigns. The basic plot of this is you've got this person who has burned out on being governor, doesn't really want to do it anymore.
Well,
and
he doesn't. It isn't the question of he doesn't want to do it anymore. He got caught with his pants down.
That's right. His career has just imploded. He's burned out. He's done. He's ready to go. His chief of staff is even telling him, "Your career's over. What are we even doing here still?" But this political consultant comes in and says, "No, you're the candidate people want right now. Incompetent, unethical, but predictable." And they mount a campaign based on his
that nobody
flaws.
wants him.
Yes. Yeah, based on the fact that nobody likes him. And it's really insightful, actually. But that is playing July 9th through August 1st at various times.
And that's the last show that the Lyric's opening.
That's right. I also didn't realize how long the run for Come From Away is.
That's their star. Of course they're going to run that job.
They're running that all the way up to the end of July, starting today, and shows basically at least every other day until the end of July. That's amazing. Very cool stuff. So you saw the Scalia Ginsberg show today, matinee. You're going to do the theater hour with us, have a tiny little break, maybe grab a sandwich.
And run home, grab the bride, and back into town to catch Pirates of Penzance at the Eccles.
Now, this one is getting hit status, I'm told. I talked to Julie Hollis-Terrell.
They did this years ago, and it was sensational.
Oh, that is... I was talking to her about the Summer Citizen program, and she said, I said, what's been the biggest buzz so far this summer? I mean, it's early still, but she said Pirates of Penzance.
I remember when they did it a few years back, there was a whole pantomime before the show opened with a pirate selling, maybe it was popcorn or drinks, something, out of a doily cart. Get it? Richard Doily cart?
Oh, okay. That didn't click at first. I like that. Wow. That is, I love that.
Yeah, that's
little play on.
Oh, and the whole show was full of those. It was every time they got a chance to throw a little bit of local color in, they did it, because Gilbert and Sullivan is I think open domain. So you can play with it.
Yeah, freedom on that one, huh? That's I didn't even think about that. It would be.
It's over 100 years old.
Yeah, you could have a lot of fun with that.
Yep, I would think so.
That is very cool. Another one I'm excited to see. This is going to be tough for me to fit all of these in. I'm still one show behind on Pickleville too, and I have this little problem. I'll do this during the break, but I realize I have a ticket to Come From Away. I can't remember which day next week or the week after. sometime. I'll figure it out. But the point is, there's a lot going on. So we'll get right back to it. The For the People Theater Hour with Charlie Schill here in the studio. And more to come after the news with KVNU's Will Feel Right.
Well, thank you, Jason and Charlie. Some good news of sorts as more than 600 residents that were evacuated due to the iron fire near Eureka are being allowed to return to their home, according to law enforcement. Now, Sheriff Travis Kennison of the Juab County Sheriff's Office made that announcement last night during a public community meeting that was held at a local elementary school. However, he noted that the town still remains on what is known as a set status. That means residents have to be ready to evacuate again in a moment's notice. Now, the wildfire has burned over 370,000 acres and is at over 17% containment now. Now, while some residents said they plan to wait out until the weekend due to some winds that are coming into the area, some other residents said they look forward to returning to their home. Now, fire resources are going to remain in the area to ensure safety. In other news, despite strong family values, Utah continues to report higher than average rates of rape and child sexual abuse. Now, that's according to a report that was released by the Utah Women in Leadership Project at Utah State University. Now, the report, which was authored by the project's director, Susan Madsen, introduces what is known as the Utah Sexual Violence Pyramid. It's a 5-tier model that illustrates how cultural attitudes, patriarchal norms, and sexism escalate into verbal harassment, coercion, sexual assault, and lethal violence. Now, Madsen noted that Utah's strong religious cohesion and emphasis on family preservation can unintentionally silence survivors and protect perpetrators. Now, Madsen said that if we want to reduce harm in Utah, we must understand the conditions that allow it to take hold, calling for statewide investment and prevention and education. Now, the Utah Women in Leadership Project, affiliated with USU Extension, is releasing the research as part of what they call a Boulder Way Forward initiative. And a man who drove with a blood alcohol content more than 6 times the legal limit was sentenced earlier this week to up to 15 years in prison for the fatal crash that killed a pedestrian. Travis Patrick McIntyre received an indeterminate sentence of 5 to 15 years in prison. Now, he had previously pleaded guilty to 1 count of automobile homicide in a plea deal that had dismissed several other charges. Now, authorities said that McIntyre was driving a truck in Springville back on September 3rd of last year when his vehicle went off the roadway. Now, pedestrian Matthew Daines saw the oncoming truck and pushed his wife out of the way moments before the impact, saving her life. Now, Daines, who had been married for only 6 weeks, died at the scene. Now, his wife sustained minor injuries. Nearly 36 individuals this week provided victim impact statements during the sentencing hearing, calling Daines a hero. Well, we're going to continue to see a few clouds tonight with smoky skies as temperatures have been in the high 80s today. Tonight, we'll drop to around 57 this evening for our low, and then continue to see mostly clear skies with still some smoke and haze tomorrow as temperatures will be into the low 90s. It's tomorrow night when we'll start to see the storm come in. That's going to bring some scattered showers and thunderstorms that will continue into Saturday and Sunday, leaving us with much cooler weather, about a 20 to 30 degree difference between now and the weekend when you look at overall temperatures. So big change is coming for this weekend. The storm expected to clear out, though, by Sunday afternoon, and we'll be back to sunny skies on Monday. And it's Napa Auto Parts that brings you our weather. They have all the parts you need to keep your car going during these hot summer days. Batteries, headlights, wiper blades, all in stock and on sale now at your locally owned and operated Napa Auto Parts. They're from Preston to Providence. It's Napa Auto Parts. And I'm Will Feelright for KVNU News.
ABC News, I'm Chuck Sievertson. Search and rescue operations continue after Venezuelan earthquakes. At least 188 people are dead, nearly 1,000 others injured. Armando Nori lives in hard-hit Caracas.
We finally got out of the apartment, and it was chaos, Everybody, all my neighbors were on the street screaming and crying, yelling, It was really hysterical,
A federal judge blocked part of a President Trump executive order that would mandate how states run mail-in voting operations. Supreme Court conservative majorities today ruled that the government can keep asylum seekers from entering the U.S. and can cancel the temporary protected status granted to Haitians and Syrians. A U.S. official confirms that Iran attacked a ship in the Strait of Hormuz with a drone today.
Attention all vessels, attention all vessels.
Iran's Navy warning ships they must have Iranian permission to travel through the straits. This is ABC News.
Did you know you can cut your Rocky Mountain power bill by 40 to 50% without a single solar panel? With the new time of use rates, power is 4.5 times more expensive in the evening, but cheap during the day. At Greenbox Solar, we install smart home batteries that charge up when electricity is cheap, then power your home during peak hours. Solar is totally optional and can be added in the future, but savings are guaranteed. Drop by Greenbox Solar's showroom in South Logan to see the hardware for yourself. Visit our website at poweredbygreenbox.com.
Bringing Wall Street to Main Street. From your local experts in downtown Logan, this is the Adams Wealth Advisors Market Report.
From ABC News, Wall Street now. Market indexes were mixed. The Dow was up 72 points at the end of Thursday trading. The S&P 500 was unchanged after a roller coaster day of trading, and the Nasdaq fell 118 points. Chipmaker Micron Technology helped drive market gains. Shares were up more than 16% after the company reported much stronger than expected profit and revenue for the latest quarter. Strong demand for computer memory and storage is turning into higher prices for customers. Microsoft and Apple both announced price hikes on consumer products. Microsoft upping Xbox prices by at least $100, and Apple raised prices of Macintosh computers by more than 15%. The announcement sent Apple shares into a slump that helped drag down the S&P 500. Department of Commerce reported the U.S. economy expanded at 2.1% in the first quarter of the year, marking a rebound from the 0.5% growth at the end of last year that was weighed down by a lengthy government shutdown. Chuck Sievertson, ABC News.
That's your update from Adams Wealth Advisors, guiding your financial future one day at a time. For personalized help planning yours, reach out to us at 435-752-1702. See you soon, Cache Valley. Advisory services offered through Adams Wealth Management, a registered investment advisor. For important disclosures and more information, visit adamswealthadvisors.com.
This summer, the line between safe and sorry might be as small as an overgrown tree. Dry branches, thick brush, untouched areas around your home. That's the kind of fuel fire loves. Let Hull Tree Care help you push that line back by creating a defensible space and reducing fire risk around your property. Call 760-6587 for a free fire risk evaluation from Hull Tree Care.
Be fire aware with Hull Tree Care.
Northern Utah has spoken, and the results are in. The Best of Northern Utah 2026 winners have been announced. See which businesses earn top honors. Pick up your free Winners Magazine at locations throughout Cache Valley, or check out the complete results online at bestofnorthernutah.com. Thank you for supporting our local businesses that make our community great. Best of Northern Utah 2026 is proudly presented by Alpine Cleaning and Restoration.
Best of Northern Utah.
Welcome back to KVNU's For the People Theater Hour with Charlie Schill here in the studio. There is so much going on. And I was thinking about this. We don't, a lot of times we don't even get into the full arts and entertainment side of things. We run out of time before, because you throw in the middle of this, you have the cruising concert, you have all these America 250 concerts. August 1st, there's a ukulele concert, ukulele day at Willow Park.
America 250, what's that?
That's honestly, you don't have time to throw those in. That is, although Festival Opera is doing a good job of including that in their lineup this year, which I'm sure wasn't an accident. It is a big calendar.
Okay, a couple things we should talk about. At Lionheart Hall, they're doing what they call the Curtains and Cuisine Cabaret.
Oh, that's right.
That's what was formerly billed as a community showcase is now a cabaret, and it's. I understand why they did that because there's a lot of theatrics associated with the show. Yeah. People out in the audience, and working with the audience. What's her name? Lauren Kahn
Oh, that's right.
Just gets out and she's singing "Hopelessly Devoted to You" from Grease, and she's all over this young guy in the audience, and it's funny,
making him blush.
Oh yeah, she's good. Normally this show, tickets for the dinner portion are about $50 a head. And
with dinner and the show,
for dinner and the show, but you can also buy tickets for to just sit in the audience after the dinner's over and watch the show. And for tonight and tomorrow night, which is going to be the last performances, those sit in the audience tickets are only going to be $15 a pop.
Oh wow!
So, and that's a real bargain.
Cheap.
Yeah. The show is just spectacular. I was knocked out by it. They really, you've got songs from Broadway's shows like Pippin and Rent.
Oh wow, really?
You got standards like "It Had to Be You" and "Cry Me a River." And you even get Huey Lewis and the News and the Beatles thrown in there. So
that's very cool.
Really good show. Rachel Worthen Grubb is in it. Zach Grubb, Lauren Kahn, and Dallin Clark.
Oh wow!
And an appearance by Ryan Lenhart. And it's an extraordinary show.
That's very cool.
I was amazed at the singing.
That is, Ryan doesn't often get on the stage anymore. He's busy.
Well, you can sweet talk him into reviving. He's been in productions of Mamma Mia all over the valley for years.
That's right. He did do that for a few different companies.
Yeah. So you can sweet talk him into reviving a song from Mamma Mia if you give him the chance.
That is very cool. This is honestly just amazing, really, to look at everything that's happening, all the different options that a person has. Regardless of your taste, there's something in some theater somewhere that you would want to go see, and this is. So Lanhart Hall, this is a one-night event, right? But then they get right back to it with...
Oh, well, no, they started this last week.
Okay, that's
on Friday night.
That's why I'm misunderstanding.
Yeah, and they're running. They have run through all but 2 performances.
Okay, so just tonight and tomorrow night, and then it's done.
That's correct.
All right, and then they take a bit of a break until next to normal, right? July 31st.
Right.
Okay,
and that's allowing the both Utah Festival Opera and the Lyric will have shut down their seasons by that time.
Yeah,
so
perfect space filling.
Go right to next to normal, and that should be a great show.
Very, very smart timing on that part, and then I keep not to further complicate things, but on top of that. You have right at the Eccles, you have until the 4th, you have the 1776 the musical running, but then also crossing over with that quite a bit, starting tonight, Pirates of Penzance, and then mid to end of July you have Disney's Frozen. But before you get to the mid to end of July, we're also going to have Wendy Hassan coming in here, first week of July,
right?
And
July 9th,
and she is going to complicate Charlie's calendar up like crazy for the next 12 months. And but what she has to announce will actually start filling in some of this end of summer wrap up as well. It's going to be nonstop this year. It for the most part is every year, but this year even more so, with Festival Opera kind of back in a larger role. And it's amazing.
Well,
how many people are in Pirates of Penzance, by the way?
Lots.
I'm seeing some of the photos on their Facebook page here, and there's 150 people in costume on this stage.
Well,
maybe not that many, but it's a lot.
There's about a dozen major characters.
That's true.
You've got pirates and policemen and wards of the Major General Stanley, there's another dozen or so of those. So, 24, 25 people.
That is wild.
That's a big cast.
Yeah. And if you've never seen this is a really active show. I mean, there's not really a slow part of the show.
No, it's performed slapstick.
Yeah,
for the most part.
Yeah, which is really fun, especially when you see people maybe more known for their serious roles in some of the more comedic events. And now, Festival Opera hasn't done this for a long time. I think it's been almost 10 years.
I remember seeing it 2019, 2018, something like that.
Okay. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking it's been about 10 years since it was in Cache Valley at all. And it was Festival Opera that did it that time as well.
Yeah. They really like this show. And who can blame them? It's a real hit.
Yeah. That was, and I do remember when they did do it, talk of that was how fun the cast was, how much fun the cast seemed to be having in all of this. So, by the way, we should mention this. I always forget, but you can get tickets at utahfestival.org to the Utah Festival shows. It is, we already talked about some that have, already kind of made a splash, but still running up until July 11th. You can see the last 5 years. We talked about that a couple of weeks ago. That actually opened 3 weeks ago, June 12th. So, yeah. And that is a real life couple playing the stage couple or the show couple, which kind of makes it a little bit more exciting as well. And Charlie mentioned it, Scalia and Ginsberg, that is coupled with Trial by Jury, billed as a 2-1-act comedic opera experience. Those tickets are available. And again, Pirates of Penzance opening tonight. And 1776 opens tomorrow night.
Right.
And runs until the 4th. So, and then they're not done after that. You talked about this a little bit last week, but I've heard a lot of excitement from people over the talent on display at the late night cabaret. And I'd never thought about this because I always sort of saw this late night cabaret at Cafe Sabor thing as just something they sort of did for fun, for their own fun.
Well, they do.
I didn't realize what a ticket seller this would be.
They do it for fun, and they're doing. They did one on June 18th. There was another one on Tuesday of this week.
Oh, yeah.
And there's one more cabaret show still to kick off. They did things a little differently this year. Vanessa Ballum told me that the cabaret was going to be an opportunity for local audiences to get acquainted with some of the company's vocalists before they appeared in main stage productions.
Oh, okay.
For instance, the couple who sang Scalia Ginsberg today were at that show, and you also your boy Levi Hopkins.
Oh, that's right. I forgot he was coming back.
Yep,
for the summer.
He's back.
He was at the June cabaret you went to.
The June
right?
18th, yeah.
That is a lot of talent in Cache Valley this summer, to say the least. Very cool stuff.
The
easiest way to get tickets for that, too, I've been told, is just run down to the box office at the Utah Theater or the Dansant box office.
But you better run down fast.
Yeah. You don't want to try to get tickets to this at the door at 11 o'clock at night.
And they're
10:30, I guess.
There's limited seating in the outdoor section at Cafe Sabor. The place wasn't sold out for the June 18th show, but I bet it was on Tuesday because Vanessa promised to announce the 2027 season.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
At the event Tuesday. Okay.
Yep.
I know what we're going to be talking about. All right. Stick around for that. It's the For the People Theater Hour with Charlie Schill. And as you just heard, more to come right after this.
Here's Chad, the lawn doctor, with a tip for your lawn.
The way you water your lawn makes a big difference. Water restrictions and costs have both increased over the years. The Lawn Doctor offers a popular service to help keep your lawn green and healthy while watering less. By adding our HydroGuard service to your lawn care plan, it will help reduce your watering time by up to 1 day a week, saving you both water and money this summer.
Fertilizer, weed, and pest control. Call the Lawn Doctor at 753-LAWN or go to lawndoctor.com.
This summer, America turns 250. To honor this anniversary, Utah's United States Senator John Curtis will walk 250 miles through Utah, ending in Provo at the Stadium of Fire on the 4th of July. He'll walk through our communities with Utahns joining him along the way to reflect on America's founding values and how we can embody those values in personal and civic life. He'll also pay tribute to Utah's pioneers and their arrival in the Utah Territory. Even after being driven from their homes, they held fast to their faith in the principles of the Constitution and the Declaration of Independence. The values that guided them still matter today. Follow Senator Curtis on the journey and reflect with him on the values that have made America endure. You can find Senator John Curtis on social media at @SendJohnCurtis. Paid for by Results Matter Institute.
He won't come. He's too busy.
Jenny, of course he'll come.
Happy birthday!
Dad!
I know. You guys didn't think I'd make it, but come on. Could I really miss my son's birthday? Here you go, Dan.
Thanks, Dad. But today's Jenny's birthday.
Give me that. Happy birthday, Jenny!
Need to get closer to your family?
Nice football, Dad.
Give your family everything. Give them your time. From the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
Welcome back to KVNU's For the People. Charlie Schill here in the studio for the People Theater Hour. This one has gone by really fast. It's going to be like this, I think, until the end of August. Every Thursday, just trying to run through as much as we can. But Charlie has some news.
Well, yeah. For the 2027 season, the UFOMT is going to stage the opera Pilate.
I know which one you're talking about here. Yeah. Let me type this.
Palachi.
Yeah.
Which, back in the good old days, that was always the opera that they showed when they wanted to do an opera. You'd see this fat guy dressed as a clown.
Yeah. This is what everybody thinks when they think opera. Yeah. Very dramatic.
Yeah.
And, in Italian.
Yeah. And it's really not he's kind of a serial killer.
Yeah.
Anyway,
they always bill him as this tragic clown, and then I'm like, was he though?
Well,
he's kind of more of a bad guy.
He kills his wife and her lover. I mean,
yeah.
You
catches him having an affair, right?
You give him props for doing that. And I mean, and he kills him on stage.
And you also have to remember the time this was written, that wasn't necessarily looked at the same way. as it would be today, to put it mildly, right?
Yeah, I would say that's true.
It was.
It's considered a more serious sort of thing. Now it's kind of blasé.
Yeah, it's honestly, it always surprised me that this plot was so beloved, because it is really pretty dark.
Yeah.
But, one of the most famous operas. That'll be interesting to see him do that one.
But now, if you see a movie and they're playing opera music in the background, it's always Turandot.
Yeah, that's true. It's a very memorable, moving piece.
Yeah.
That everybody knows, even if you don't know what it comes from.
Pagliacci, goodbye.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's going to be revived at the opera, and it should be a great show. They're also going to do Fiddler on the Roof, which they haven't done since 2013, I think. And probably Michael Ballum will play Tevye in that show.
That would make sense.
Yeah. He did in 2013.
Yeah.
They'll also do The Wizard of Oz.
That'll be fun to see them do that.
Oh, yeah. Also, they're going to do a kind of a jukebox musical, Tenderly.
Oh, wow, really?
Based on the life of Rosemary Clooney.
Huh.
And that's going to be a small cast musical, just 2 or 3 people on stage.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
That is also more of a modern or contemporary, I guess would be the better word.
It's about, the play unravels as Rosemary Clooney is going through therapy to deal with her bipolar disorder.
Yeah.
And they play it all through flashbacks.
And you don't really know what she's imagining and what she's actually remembering, and that's part of the story.
Yeah. And
really interestingly done last time I saw it.
The person who plays her, obviously it'll be a male, who plays her analyst, also gets to play Frank Sinatra and everybody else.
Yeah.
And finally, they're going to do Lend Me a Tenor, the musical.
Oh.
Now, Lend Me a Tenor has been done numerous times by the Lyric, but this is a different version. In Lend Me a Tenor, the stage play, Ludwig. Oh God, what's
yeah.
Anyway, in that show, you have 2 people who running around, and the opera is Othello that they're performing.
Okay.
They have changed it to, and here we go again, Pagliacci.
Yeah.
In the musical version, so that you can have 3 different clowns running around.
Really?
Yes. Because you got to have 3. 3 is a funny number. 2 is not.
2 is not funny at all. 3 is hilarious.
What it really is it allows you to get away from the question of, are we going to do blackface?
Yeah.
On the guys from Othello, or are we going to cast black actors to perform that role?
And it's always a question that they have to deal with.
It is nowadays.
Yeah. Even though this was, standardly produced a certain way.
Back in the 1970s.
Out of necessity.
Yeah.
This is interesting. They're covering, Fiddler on the Roof, because of events, is more contemporary as well. I was thinking they're going back to some deep cuts here. But next year they're actually bringing some of these older shows, if you will, forward at a time when they might be very relevant for audiences. This is some smart planning on their part. It's almost like they know what they're doing.
You think?
I think they might have figured this out. This is pretty exciting stuff. Charlie has written this all up. If you'd like further description and refresher on the lineup for the 2027 Utah Festival Opera season announced this week as they are just getting into the 2026 season. Pretty exciting stuff. We're going to have plenty to talk about next week when Charlie joins us for another episode of the For the People Theater Hour.
Undoubtedly.
Charlie is off to